Troy Smith flushed. Tim Shaw giving chase. Reverses his field. Got a block from Pittman. Going deep. Got a man in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
He is a former Big Ten quarterback that owns a trophy Jim would love to get a piece of. And he's a quarterback who threw some balls that Brandon would have loved to have been catching during his collegiate career. He is former Ohio State quarterback and Heisman Trophy winner Troy Smith, joining us from north of the border. Troy, first and foremost, thanks for being with us.
No problem. I appreciate you having me.
So, Troy, I know you're trying to figure out the playbook with the Alouettes, also trying to figure out exactly the English to French translation on a lot of things, but I know you've also spent some time watching your alma mater and Ohio State and seeing how they're doing the first couple of weeks. What's your take on Braxton Miller, a guy who, I guess because of the way he plays, every now and then is bound to suffer some injuries?
Yeah, I've been down that road of being a quote-unquote scrambling quarterback, and the sooner the game slows down for you, you'll understand that the decisions that you make with your head and your arms are equally just as dangerous as you getting the chance to show your athleticism. Obviously, I think he'll agree with me now, the better off you'll be, but he'll have to live and learn. We marvel at his athleticism at times, and then sometimes we cringe because we don't want him to get hurt. But that's the evolution of a quarterback, and because he is so good, I think he'll be able to transition.
Hey, Troy, Jim Miller here. Well, with all that said about Braxton Miller, because he is so talented, how about for you personally, when you are so mobile and you're able to run around, make plays, sometimes you got to go into a game with some little nicks and bruises that you're dealing with, and it sounds like Braxton Miller is day-to-day dealing with a knee with this big matchup against Cal. How does he play within himself this weekend?
Well, to me, that's all about his the way he studied the playbook, the way he game plans. It'll put him in a comfortable situation to where he possibly feels as if he doesn't have to do that much running. But when you are a talented runner like he is, to be that way and have the ability to throw the ball just as effectively, I think that's where we have to toss it up and see, at times what helped the teams the best. But obviously we all know when your starting quarterback is in the game, that's when you have the best chance at winning the game. It's on him. He has to be able to accept that the decisions that he makes shape his career, and not only that, but it shapes the future of the rest of the teams. So hopefully he has a different perspective on playing in the game and being injured with the way that he plays.
Hey, Troy, Brandon here. How does a guy like Kenny Guyton, he's a backup, how does he prepare himself for this game, knowing that the possibility of Braxton either starting or not starting or possibly getting hurt again? What is his mindset going into this week's football game?
Oh, definitely. I've been that quarterback having to, not know whether you would get a chance to play or knowing that you are definitely the guy. You have to prepare the same way week in and week out. I was able and blessed to be by a guy by the name of Craig Krenzel, who taught me how to game plan, who taught me how to get ready for games, even when, they weren't, so to speak, going to call your number that night, because he was a 2-year starter when I was there, and there was no way that we were getting in front of him. But the way that he prepared, the way he taught us to be quarterbacks at Ohio State, put me in the frame of mind that carried me up into being a professional about how you have to prepare every day. I think when you get a chance to see Kenny Guyton play, you can see that he does a tremendous job with that because the plays come at ease. Obviously, he's a different type of quarterback, so we have a different type of offense when he's in. But we don't hiccup. We just have to keep going and get used to a different guy.
We're chatting with 2006 Heisman Trophy winner Troy Smith, now on BTN Live. Troy, during your entire Buckeye career, you played for Jim Tressel, a guy who commanded respect. Urban Meyer, same type of individual. You walk into Urban Meyer's office, you're somewhat in awe, somewhat intimidated, but a guy who commands respect. How much of an impact does that have on the psyche of a football team?
Oh, it means everything. Your coach is definitely your leader, so to speak, on and off the field, but you have to be able to reflect the demeanor and what your coach really means as a quarterback, as some of the main defensive players, and I can totally understand where you're coming from with that. Urban Meyer is a fierce competitor. He's one that challenges the best of the best, and it trickles down to the quote-unquote lesser guys on the team. But at the same time, he teaches everybody that everyone is just as important as the next guy. So it levels off in all those ways, and he's doing nothing but making Ohio State better, and we've got a good one.
Troy Smith, we truly appreciate you taking the time to join us on BTN Live, and I hope all that extra yardage in those Canadian football teams not tiring you out this year, all right?
Oh, not at all, man. I appreciate it, man. It's pretty cool up here. You guys should come on up and try it out.
Yeah, we'll get some warm coats, so we'll join you soon. Thanks, Troy.
You got it. Thanks, man.